And I'm gonna go to Facebook. Give me 1 second. It only took me like 20 shows of doing this to figure out how to get back to the Zoom after sharing it to Facebook. It also only took me 20 episodes to figure out how to light myself.
I went with a ring light tonight. I had one last time. I hope do I look? Am I glowing?
You look amazing.
Really bring out my features.
Great. The ring light. I tried to do a virtual background, but I'm so pale that literally my neck disappeared into the wall.
Those
So
never.
I was so much for that.
Your background is excellent. What's hanging behind you? Can we get a little preview before we go?
There's some records, vintage records.
Oh, that's good background. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Try to zoom it out.
Love it.
I have a butt crack over my head. It's nice. The way every Sunday should be.
It's an excellent look. We like that.
Okay. I just had to pause while I spelled Chrismukkah.
Oh God, that's not on here, right? That's so.
I was like, I did the poster, and I'm like, do I even know how to spell it?
I am the worst Indian at spelling, so just giving everyone a heads up. Yeah.
Oh, I'm the worst here.
You thought I was a ringer. I'm like, no, I'm the worst.
Oh my God, Avin, my friend Sunita played in one of the live spelling bees back a while ago when we were allowed to, see each other in person. And towards the end, she's like, this is really embarrassing. A lot of my family is here, and I may be the first Indian to fail at a spelling bee. But it was great. Yeah. We are live on Facebook. So I've been dying to say this forever, as Tim knows. Welcome to the bee, bitch. So for anyone who is new tonight, thank you for coming and watching the Adult Spelling Bee. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back and hanging out with us. We do different show every week, different players, different themes. We donate to some really great organizations. I would very much like to introduce a very special guest who is here tonight, Michael Cassidy, because our theme tonight is Chrismukkah, the OC. Yeah. So it makes sense that we have someone from the OC here judging, which is so awesome. Thank you, Michael. But Chrismukkah, for anyone who doesn't know, is a pop culture portmanteau. No one has to spell portmanteau tonight. Which refers to the merging of the holidays of Christianity's Christmas and Judaism's Hanukkah, or as Seth Cohen taught us, the best holiday ever. My other co-host and guest judge is Tim Herrera from the New York Times. The New York Times has a spelling bee, which is not quite as popular as this one, but I mean, it's okay. You'll get there.
A little side project. Yeah, right? Not many reasons. Nobody really knows about it.
But Tim, if you don't know about Tim, Tim has been live tweeting this whole year during our lockdown of different shows that he's caught up on. And so recently he helped me host Friendsgiving, which was a Friends themed spelling bee. And he just watched Friends for the first time this year. And he also just watched the OC for the first time this year. Oh. So Tim, how did the OC compare to Friends?
Way better. I liked Friends, but what I appreciated about Friends was that I got a lot of cultural jokes and references and touchstones. But in a weird way, a way that I hadn't really expected. The same thing happened when I watched the OC. I knew it was like a teen drama, and everyone was into it. And I don't know why I didn't watch it, because it was right up my alley. That was exactly what I wanted to watch when I was a kid. All my friends did. For whatever reason, never happened for me. So finally took advantage of Quar and burned through the whole thing. Incredible. I feel like I'm much more of an American now. I'm much more of a culture connoisseur now. Michael, I'm honored to be here with you. I'm honored to meet you. No, it's amazing. I loved it. It was great. And I'm actually right now in the thick of a Gossip Girls watch, which also I never watched. But now I'm thinking, what the fuck was I watching in the I just didn't consume television, I guess. I only watched The Office. Anyway, thrilled to be here. I've been training for this all summer. Could not be happier.
Wait, so Michael, A funny thing that I realized the other day is, you know, we all talk about how sometimes shows don't age very well in like 20 years or so. However, you have a line of dialogue in the OC that has aged so well.
Oh no.
And I don't know if you're aware of it, but it is when you say, "So who's Kurt Schilling anyway?"
Oh, man.
Oh, Kurt. Yeah, that's
I was watching that episode and I'm like, oh my God. Then I'm like, oh, how funny is it? Because I was thinking of it with 2020 brain and, you know, how he is on social media and stuff. And I'm like, oh, that's really funny.
yeah.
The line.
I had a little part in trying to erase Kurt Schilling, it sounds like. I didn't even know.
You did. I'm sure we all want to ask you a million questions about the OC, but do you have any like particularly fun stories about being on set, or maybe the audition, or when you got the call? Anything you want to tell us?
I mean, it's funny, I've been thinking about doing this today and I haven't talked about the OC in a long time. And the last time I talked about it probably was when I was hanging out with Avin last, because he always asks about it. But I mean, what I've been thinking about today is like how fortunate I was to have my first TV job be on a show that was a huge hit full of really nice people. Like I really just stepped in it. And I feel so lucky. And the thing that I remember a lot of things. I remember we hadn't shot a frame yet, and we had a photo shoot and a video shoot on the beach in Malibu.
Yeah.
And I think I had only met Rachel at my audition. Mm-hmm. And I show up and it's everybody and we're all in tuxedos and they're like taking pictures on the beach and there's like 4 photographers and 2 videographers. And they like take me, I'd never had a trailer before in my life, and they took me to my trailer and I was like, we walked down on the beach and I just stood there. I mean, they weren't gonna take my picture. Maybe once they took my picture. But I remember thinking like, geez, this is a big deal. This is not like an improv show like back in New York. So that was my first day of work on that job. It was totally weird.
That's so cool. Oh my God. Well, everyone playing tonight is an OC super fan. Okay. So we should introduce them, and we will start with Avin Das, who is one of the biggest OC super fans that I know. A few years ago when I was in Iceland, I was texting Avin and our other friend, Eder, because the OC was on Netflix there, but not here. And I was like, guys, I can rewatch the OC in this country. And then when I got back here, it wouldn't let me watch anymore, and it was really sad. But I would text Avin and Eder every time I got to like some pivotal moment in the show, because I knew they'd understand. But Avin, congratulations, you got married yesterday.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you. Got married in a parking lot of the Honda Center. Legally married. We did like a beach ceremony last week, but we had to get legally married in the parking lot of a hockey arena. Yeah, it's so weird. As weird as it sounds. Thank you, COVID. Yeah.
Thank you, COVID. Yeah. So you got married in the OC.
Yeah, we got married in the OC, and then yeah, we stopped off in Newport afterwards, and yeah, we toasted to the greatest show ever.
Nice. And you told me that tonight you're representing the Justice for Zach faction of the OC fandom.
And what Michael knows, like, yeah, even like that, I think that was our first conversation. Like, Summer deserved, you over Seth. Yeah, I know I'm in the small minority, but like, you're the best. Like,
I feel like Justice for Zach is. I think Zach did all right, you guys. Like when I drove to San Diego, I definitely felt like I was gonna be okay. I just wasn't gonna be on the OC anymore.
With George Lucas, but I mean, come on, like they made you so sad. Like you had to pretend to have an Italian girlfriend. Like it was like so heartbreaking for you. Like you didn't deserve that, man. Like you you deserve that. You deserve more, and I tell you that all the time. And,
well, Avin knows what he's talking about because he's a television comedy writer and a screenwriter. And tonight you're playing for Tackle Kids Cancer.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. It's an initiative based in New Jersey. They do a lot of things, raising money for pediatric cancer. As of past 20 years, only 3 new cancer drugs have been developed for children, even though it's the #1 cause of death by disease in children. So yeah, they're doing amazing studies. Doing some biochemistry research that is phenomenal. And Eli Manning is their spokesperson. So I was like, all right, that's course. Good. Yeah.
Okay, next we have Eileen Limer, who is a fellow unemployed person in 2020, but she's also an actress and an improviser. And she's playing for First Friends of New York and New Jersey, specifically the Bond Fund tonight, which is a great cause. So thank you for being here.
Yeah, they do work for immigrants who are being held in detention centers in New Jersey specifically, but it's people who are from New York are sent to these facilities in New Jersey. And as you probably know, COVID is like running rampant there. So it's really important to like get people out of there and back with their families right now, because nobody should be in a cage for their immigration status or at all, but especially that, so.
And next, Greg McGoon, the designer of all the Adult Spelling Bee flyers. Thank you very much for always doing that.
I didn't even mention that. This is a celebrity among us. It's amazing. Those posters are incredible. Every fucking one is a hit, baby. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I got so excited.
Move over, Michael. New star of the show.
Yeah, let's
Figure
focus
yourself
on the
out.
posters you've been making. Holy Lord.
Special guest star, Greg McGoon. But Greg is also a screenwriter, and he's an author of children's books, which we'll talk more about those later, so in case anyone needs any holiday gifts to purchase. I almost said last minute, but it's not really quite last minute yet. But
Not yet.
I have all of Greg's books, and they're wonderful, and I've given them as gifts. And you are playing tonight for Mental Health America?
Yep. As a lot of my children's books, and you would know, there is an emphasis on mental health and especially engaging children in it because it's so important, especially now with COVID going on and everything being so digital. It's easy to lose sight of yourself. And I like Mental Health America too, because they really focus in on diversity and making sure that people kind of in whatever situation have help geared towards them and aren't kind of pushed to the wayside, which can often happen. So I like that they emphasize that, they prioritize that to really gear what exactly mental health needs mean to the individual as opposed to this generalized idea.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's actually, that is a really important point. Katie Tamola, our fourth and final OC superfan. She's a freelance writer, and you've seen her work in Marie Claire, Vice, Shondaland. And tonight you were playing for the Coalition for the Homeless?
Yes. Mm-hmm. That's an organization that provides like advocacy and direct service for people in New York City, the greater New York City area, who are experiencing homelessness, which is about 70,000 people in Manhattan, or in the 5 boroughs, experience homelessness. So it's a really great organization and one to great to keep in mind during the holidays. So
yeah, cool. And actually, you and Avin should be friends, because I believe Avin is as big of a Yankee fan as you are.
Oh, taste. He has taste. I love it.
Yankees. That's been fun, but yeah, good. We got to sign DJ. That's my.
That's what I was telling her earlier. I like go into a rage about it. It's not a pretty thing for me. People are like, stop yelling, and I'm like, this is my only volume. Give him anything he wants. Literally, he can have my mom's apartment. It's fine. She'll be fine with me giving her. He can have the Christmas decorations my stepdad put up.
Yeah,
give him whatever he wants.
Sign DJ. Yeah, I'm already there. It's crazy.
Immediately.
Well, I have a new owner. We have billions of dollars. I'm feeling good.
I mean, if Steve Cohen wants to throw me money to throw to the rival New York baseball team, then I'd be super into it. I'm not gonna say no, Steve.
The amount of times I've tweeted shamelessly at Steve Cohen and been like, do you want to hire me? And
literally,
one of my friends has been like, what do you want him to hire you to do? And I'm like, I don't care. Like, he can just hire me.
That's the kind of money he could hire you to be like, oh, that's my shoelace person. He would be honored to have you in his arsenal. He's got so much money. Like, it could be like his pocket change counter, anything.
Exactly. I will count his pocket change. I will do it.
Yeah, The Dodgers have like a team of hosts. I'm surprised like they don't have you like be the official host of the City Field and stuff. That's your job.
Okay, is this the baseball spelling bee or the OC spelling bee?
Oh.
Let's get back to the OC.
There's no baseball.
I'm just kidding. You can talk about baseball. I don't care.
Yes, we'll get back.
I
to
actually watched the World Series this year. So.
You did. Well, I know. What else was there to watch? To be fair,
I know, literally nothing. But it was great. It was fun.
it was. Before we start round one, here are the rules. Tim, Michael, and I will be giving you each a word, one at a time. You may ask for a definition and a sample sentence, which we highly encourage because we're going to do a little acting for you this evening with some OC dialogue. And maybe there will be some justice for Zach Stevens in this dialogue. Who knows? Each correctly spelled word gets you 1 point, and there will be no eliminations in this round. Is everyone ready? Okay, so we'll go in alphabetical order. So Avin, you are up first, and your word is descriptive, an adjective describing or classifying in an objective and non-judgmental way. Descriptive.
Can I get that in a sentence, please?
Yeah, I think you can.
Now I'm on. The more time I spend with Zach, the less time I have to think about God. What's his face? Built like a beanpole, curly hair, runs away like a little bitch on a sailboat, leaving nothing but a note for his girlfriend, who cried and cried over him until the 4th of July when she decided she doesn't cry over bitches on boats.
Seth. His name is Seth.
I know, I'm just doing that thing where I pretend I don't, and I have to use a lot of descriptive insults to give voice to my inner pain.
Oh
Beautiful, wonderful, exceptional work there.
You know, I've been waiting for that our entire friendship. Oh my God, you acted. Oh my God. All right, here we go. Descriptive. DESCRIPTIVE. Descriptive.
I feel like you missed the letter
Did I?
there. Can you just spell it one more time for me?
Yes. CRIPTIVE.
Okay, that's what you did. I think you just like went out for like a second when you said the R. That's why I was like, I feel like there was a pause, but I don't think he was pausing. Okay.
All right.
So Avin, correct. You got 1 point. Oh my gosh. Okay. Tim, why don't you give Eileen her first word?
Okay, Eileen, your first word is California.
Can I get that in a sentence, please?
You may. Would anybody like to join us in this one?
Are you gonna sing?
California.
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 Here we come.
Ooh. I feel good about the rest of it.
That's all anybody knows anyway. That's fine.
Yeah.
Can I just say that the music on the show was like extremely influential to my life. Like so much so that I walked down the aisle to a song that was in the OC.
Oh.
Song.
Which one?
Really?
What song? What song?
All of My Days by Alexi Murdoch.
Oh, it wasn't what you say. Because really, you could have went with it and just sold it.
I also love that song, Imogen Heap. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's such a good song. Just inappropriate use.
Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah. Anyway, just trying to not spell this word. Okay. All right, California. This is a hard one. Okay. CALIFORNIA.
Correct.
Got it. Great job. Nailed it.
Okay. All right, Michael, you are going to give Greg his first word.
Ugh.
Okay. Greg, your word is hypothetically. It's an
Hypothetically.
adverb.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I have a definition?
The definition is by imagining a possibility rather than reality, as a hypothesis.
Riveting. Can I have it used in a sentence, please?
As soon as you hear that's what friends are for, you're done.
That song is Jewish?
It might as well be. It's a staple of every bar mitzvah. It's you and all your friends, your arms around each other swaying. It's awesome.
all the kids you invited went to Luke's birthday party?
It's hypothetically awesome.
Okay, hypothetically, Why couldn't it just been like hypothetical? Because now I'm like debating between like like L, Y, or like L, hypothetic. It's not EY, so it's just LY. Wait, I need to see it on paper, please.
I don't have that option here, Greg. I'm sorry.
You already determined them. That's cheating, I think.
Like you're writing your name cards?
I mean, I'm doing the thing. To CL, is it two L's then? CAL.
I don't even know where we are.
ALY, I don't, hypothetically. I said a lot of letters, they're all in there.
There's a lot going on there.
You missed an L. It was 2 L's.
It was 2 L's. I said it at some point, so if you just reverse the footage, then I got it right.
It was a very valiant effort there. All the letters are in there somewhere.
That was a hard one.
That was a hard one.
Well, it was just the 2 L's. I was debating for a while, and yeah.
All right, Katie, are you ready?
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, your word is autobiographical.
Can I please have it in a sentence?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
Hey, it could be autobiographical.
Yeah, it could. Yeah, the life of like a young Jewish boy growing up in Orange County. I like it very much.
A young Jewish boy with powers. Did I say it like that?
You said it exactly like that.
Very good.
I like to think I have range, but I actually, as I said it, I thought to myself, I think I just said it like this 1,800 years ago. I have no range whatsoever.
Meeting with you, Michael, is a dream. This is a dream right here. I feel like I'm in the OC right now.
Me too.
It's uncanny. Okay. I'm nervous. I'm looking to, my dog can't speak English, but I figured why not look down. Okay, autobiographical. AUTOBIOGRAPHICAL.
Yes, correct.
Very good. Okay, all right.
Okay. Okay, and we are back to the beginning with Avin. And Tim, you are up.
Okay. All right. Are you ready?
Oh wait, actually, you know what? Let Michael give this one to Avin because they're pals.
Okay.
Okay, Avin, the word is zeitgeist.
Oof. Can I get it in a sentence, please?
You can. How about a clip from the show? If my sense of the cultural zeitgeist is accurate, and I do believe it is, this is the year that Chrismukkah sweeps the nation. Okay, people?
Oh my God. You just melted my heart, Michael. Stop all the time. Okay, zeitgeist. Oof. ZEITGEIST.
Yes.
Good. Very good.
Oh my God.
Wait, Catherine, who is this? We need to
This is
pause for
Trixie, baby.
Trixie.
Trixie the star.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
No, bring her back. She is the star. TRIXI. Did I get it? Is that right?
You got it. Nailed it.
Good.
Tim, why don't you do the next word?
Okay. Who's up? Whose turn even is it?
Oh,
Eileen.
it's Eileen's.
Eileen. Okay. Eileen, here we go. Your word, Eileen, is sophomore.
Okay. Oh, I have to ask a thing. Okay.
Not in silence.
I was like, okay, cool. Can I get it in a sentence, please?
Yes, you may.
When we get back, I'll get you that divorce attorney's number.
I can't believe you're encouraging this. When your husband was caught popping his secretary, no one gave you the number to a divorce attorney.
Kristen, that was very uncalled for. Kirsten, that was very uncalled for.
No, what was uncalled for was your $500 a day coke habit in college.
It was just sophomore year. That's so good.
Okay. Sophomore. SOPHOMORE.
Yes.
You got it.
Nailed it.
I thought we deserved a little dialogue that was all three of us.
We need more characters to bring in here.
Okay. Greg, I get to give you your next word.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay. Your word. Oh no, you're gonna hate me.
Probably.
Your word is hydrangea.
Oh, I'm gonna be really mad at myself if I don't get this. And there's a reason. But I need this in a sentence, please.
Yes, you definitely do.
What's on the agenda?
I think we ought to replace the shower head in the one guest bathroom upstairs, and you really have to fire that new gardener. Those are some really sorry looking hydrangea bushes out front.
Fine. Is there anything else?
Well, I made an adult film in the 80s with an ex-boyfriend who's now threatening to release it on the internet unless I pay him $500,000. Oh, and I'd really like to redo the kitchen.
Iconic.
Man.
All right. Hydrangea. HYDRAG. Wait. Hold on, there's an N. HYDR. It's really hard not to see it on paper. HYDRANGEA.
Yes, all right, Greg.
Okay, I'll tell you why I should know that, because I named one of my puppets Hydrangea.
You did?
Yes.
Hey,
So
hold
I
on,
was really embarrassed.
Can you give us a little more context about puppets?
Oh, now it's not the time.
You just could do it with some puppets. That's fine. We'll move on.
Tim, you're such a good host. You're like, well, let's fill the space right now, and let's go off on a quick little tangent about Greg puppets.
Well, we haven't even gotten into like OC topics yet, so I mean, we got to balance the time.
Yes, we will have to do that. Actually, yes, at the end of round one, let's do that. So Greg, you just went. That means Katie, it's your turn. Michael, why don't you give Katie her word?
Katie, your word is alienating.
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 Thank you. Could you please use it in a sentence?
And also, don't you think it's a little much that I'm in your sister's wedding? After all, I've only met her like once.
No, I told you she doesn't have very many friends. She's very alienating and severe.
Okay. All right.
Fantastic.
Okay. Stretch. I'm trying so hard not to say the F word. Sorry. Just know that. I'm just. Okay. Alienating. A L ALIEN. Let's start that again. I'm sorry. Alienating. ALIEN. ATING. That's incorrect.
No, that's right.
Oh, cool.
You got a
Thank you.
sweat in there, man.
Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you.
I have to say that's, I know it's not like a super imperative line of yours, Michael, from the show, but I always thought that line was so funny just because of how serious you were when you said it. You're like, she's very alienating and severe. Like it's just a normal thing to say about your sister. Okay. Tim, why don't you, or actually, you know what? I'll do the next word since it's me and Michael, and then you can do the one after that.
Perfect.
So we're just like switching it all up tonight, Tim. Like, new rules. Okay, actually, and now Katie, you just went. So Avin, it's your turn. Okay. Avin, your word is sophisticated.
Ooh. Okay. Can I get a sense, please?
Yes, you can.
Julie, we are smart, sophisticated women. We don't need strange naked men dancing in front of us to be entertained.
I'm not as smart as you. Plus, the boys are getting strippers.
The boys are not getting strippers.
Kirsten, it's Las Vegas. You get strippers as a side with your entree.
I love that episode. That's the Vegas episode. Oh, so good. Season 1. Yeah. Okay. Sophisticated. SOPHISTICATED.
Yeah. Nice, Avin.
Great.
Okay. And Tim, why don't you give Eileen her word?
Eileen, all right, here we go. Eileen, your word is bromides.
Excuse me? Okay, I'm gonna need the definition first of all.
Definition: a trite and unoriginal idea or remark, typically intended to soothe or placate.
Okay, a sentence, please.
Mm-hmm.
Stalling.
All this time, I thought you were a nice guy.
Wake up. I'm a water polo player. We're never nice guys.
Looks like I won't need to worry about adding you to Atomic County. You're already there. The demon water polo player, the Ironicus nemesis.
It's going to take a little more than quick quips and pop culture-laden bromides to win Little Miss Vixen.
So it's a war.
It's war. I'll buy you a little more time and say that was a very difficult line to say when it was my close-up. Quick quips and pop culture-laden bromides to win Little Miss Vixen. Like, a lot of this time in my life is a bit of a blank, like a happy little dream that I had, but that was a nightmare. That line was a nightmare.
You nailed it tonight, and what could be more important?
I had a major chip on my shoulder about nailing it tonight. It was big for me to hit that.
You came back. You did them all proud.
Okay, I literally don't know what this word is, but I'm gonna smell it. That's what we're here to do.
Got it.
It's bromides with an S.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. BROMIDES.
You got it. Easy. Nailed it.
Perfect. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Next word. Michael, why don't you give Greg his word?
Okay.
Okay, Greg, don't get mad at me. I don't choose the words.
Oh, great.
Your word is quagmire.
That's not hard.
Oh, okay. Can I please? Oh, I remember this episode. Use it in a sentence.
Just so you know, you and your friend the Dean may have won this round, but the war is not over.
Well, unless you have an exit strategy, don't even get out of the boat. I am a human quagmire.
What's a quagmire?
Oh, she's standing there alone.
Hello? Hello, what's a quagmire?
Oh, I love it. Okay, quagmire. QUAGMIRE. Quagmire.
All right, great.
Yeah. Okay. Woo. Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
And the last word of round 1 is for you, Katie. And the word, and I'm sorry, is predilection.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Could you use it in a sentence, please?
I think we could, Michael, right?
Yes.
You think I don't know what that means?
I said,
Meaning, that Taylor, she's so pathetic. Someone's the least bit nicer and she becomes totally obsessed with them. First me, and then her French husband when he lent her a subway ticket, now Ryan.
Well, it's kind of true, isn't it?
So what? Yes, I have a psychological predilection predilection to become romantically attached to men who are nice to me due to the fact that I was raised by a she-wolf of a mother who practiced emotional terrorism. Does that mean that if by some miracle love does come into my life, I should deny it? What kind of person would that make me? What kind of life?
What do you want me to do?
Wow, excellent scene, the two of you. My
I know, I was like, ooh.
chemistry going on. Wow. Can we just like see another like 30 minutes of that?
I'm gonna stick with it. Danielle, let's stick with it. Let's keep doing. Let's just keep going.
Really exceptional work there. My goodness.
Well,
Just
Taylor's fun because she just talks really fast.
Yeah.
I enjoyed them together.
Yeah.
Controversial statement, maybe. But I was hoping we'd get distracted and I wouldn't have to spell.
Yeah.
Let's see. Predilection. I don't know if I even said that correctly just now, even though you said it like 3 times. And you did that very well, both of you. Predilection. PREDELECTION. Wrong. Incorrect.
So close, though. So close. You were
Very
off
close.
by 1 letter.
Was it an I? Supposed to
Yes,
be
it was an I instead of an E after the D. But that was really close. That was a very good first round, all of you. So
Great
congratulations. And before we start round 2, yes, like Greg suggested, let's have a little OC tangent. And Greg, because you suggested it, which character had the best redemption arc?
Oh, redemption?
Yes.
You know, I have a lot of controversial opinions about this show. So I'll try to like go easy on it. Let's say, you know, I'm gonna give it of like a more main character. I'm gonna give it to Julie.
That's mine.
I love her, even when she is kind of crazy. I just love her. But also, and this one's a weird one. And then, okay, I'm gonna say Taylor, but then she kind of loses me in season 4. But like, she starts off, and then season 3, I love her like a lot. Like towards the end of season 3, I love her. And then 4, it kind of just is like, what's going on? So I'm gonna say like Julie, and then we'll like throw in some Taylor in there too, who have some great kind of. You don't know if you like them, and then you're like, oh, I do like you, but why? And then you go, oh, you're relatable in your own twisted sort of way.
Wait, Avin, what's your favorite storyline?
Oh, favorite storyline. Oh, that's tough. I mean, the whole set summer. I mean, that's the easiest. That's the biggest. And then, I mean, if we're gonna go for like little storylines, like oh man, there's just so many. Like Luke sleeping with Julie, like that was like a fun little storyline in season 1. That was just like, oh, a show rarely went there. I mean, you had Casey and the teacher and Nosy, but like it was so much hotter with Luke and Julie. Like we didn't have shows that did that before, so that like blew me away. And then like it's weird because like I have so many more like storylines I hated than storylines. Yeah. Like I really hated like everything with Carter Buckley was like awful.
Oh.
And stuff, and like and like Gordon Bullitt, like everything with that guy with like.
Oh, I think my least favorite storyline was Oliver.
Oh, nobody fucking likes Oliver. Come on.
Nobody likes Oliver.
I didn't like Oliver, but I liked the story. Like I thought it was entertaining. I hated him, but like I enjoyed it as like a middle school, high schooler. Maybe not now, but like.
Good point, though. Maybe I would have liked it better if I, like, maybe it was the way he portrayed Oliver that I hated so much. I don't know.
I mean, we're not supposed to like him, so.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, so technically, by hating him, is the show doing its job?
We're supposed to like hating him. You just hated him. He was just, if I loved to hate him, I would have been all about it. But I didn't love hating him. It was just a slog to hate him.
Oh, like
my goodness. Sorry, Oliver.
That was like the beauty of OC. Is like they created so many characters that you were supposed to hate. Like we're supposed to hate Luke. We're supposed to hate Zach when you first.
I love Luke, and Zach was my like favorite like non-main guy. You really were, and not just because you're here. I was literally. You can look back at like screenshots of Danielle and I texting, being like, I forgot how much I love Zach.
I need to see the screenshots. I need to see them. Can we get them right now?
Don't worry, we'll share them.
It's like this when I told him that you're going to be on, he like lost his shit.
I was like, Zach's my favorite other guy. because you're actually likable. Like you're like, because like Luke I liked, don't get me wrong, I really did, but he started out really like douchey, but then I loved him more now than I did originally, only because he played Will on Nashville. So then like I love him in there. So rewatching him, like I still love you, Luke. So like
he became kind of like goofy over the seasons.
Yes.
Like
yeah,
Will
he did.
changed his character. Like
Yes, he totally did.
yeah.
You know, so I'm a big teen drama person, obviously, but so I love the Vampire Diaries, and something about the Vampire Diaries is that almost everyone that like starts out evil on that show like ends up having a redemption arc, and it's so funny because I binge watched the whole thing, and I remember like in season 1 I'm like, I fucking hate this person, and then by season 3 they're like in the fold with the group, and I'm like, I don't know how to reconcile these feelings. This is so like, why are they doing this to me? It's so difficult. But the OC, I'm trying to think if there's anyone like I hated, because I didn't hate Julie. I like disliked Julie in the beginning, but also I found her fascinating, and then I just ended up loving her.
Like Caleb, I always did not like, and also he was.
But see, Caleb, you love to hate. You know, you can get behind hating this dude.
Yeah.
No, see, Che was the worst. Rewatching it, Che was awful.
God, yeah.
Like awful. Like I didn't even love to hate him. He was just irritating at a certain point.
Now we're allowed to hate Chris Pratt too. So.
I know we have to hate Chris Pratt, right? We have to say it, even though he had like a really good story, and him and Caitlin were cute too.
Michael, can we ask, outside of quick quips and pop culture laden bromides, is there a most memorable scene that jumps out to you all these later that kind of sticks in your memory?
Yeah, the coming back from Italy, I can't even remember exactly how much of it makes the cut, but I am driving a Vespa at the school, right? And I park it outside of the cafe and then enter into this like long shot that becomes like a shot favoring me. And it's all, I have to do it. Like I've never ridden a motorcycle in my life. Not that they're motorcycles, I want to be clear, but and I crashed it the day before when they put me on it to learn how to ride it. I just panicked and put my feet down, and it ran away from me, and my hand just like accelerated it into the wall of the soundstage. And my buddy got in trouble for like, I was told it was time for me to learn how to Vespa, so I'm just riding this thing, and he got in trouble for putting me on it. But so I had no sort of like positive reference in my mind for for parking this thing, coming in and saying my line. And I'm high strung, and that's about all it takes. I was in very tight pants, and I at the same time, I love that storyline. Like I love the lie and the how over the top it is. You know, he has so much money, he has like everything is right for it. And I wanted to pull it off, and did enough for them to cut it together, but it was not a comfortable day on set, especially for anyone who was like, I remember I did the first take and they were like, oh, he's not going to park this. So they had to like slowly, fewer and fewer background actors were close to me for the motorcycle part. Like it quickly became just an empty set for me to like pull in and land the thing.
You look very natural doing it. You pulled it off.
True.
Yeah.
Never would have guessed that.
Also, I think in like the OC wiki page online, it says, you know, because it lists characters and who played them and their relationships. And it's like under relationships, it says Francesca (parenthesis fake girlfriend).
Yes.
Beautiful.
It's so funny.
That's gold.
Oh my God. Yeah. Amazing.
So we should move on to round 2. And
this round is so good, you guys. Oh my God. When Danielle sent me the outline, I like texted her. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this.
I'm very excited about this because also one of you referred to it already. So you should also be excited. Round 2 is normally what we call our fastest finger round. And I'm sorry, I don't have any buzzers to give you all. So I'm just going to have to ask you to raise your hand. Tim and Michael are going to take turns giving you words, and I'll be keeping an eye out for who raised their hands first. For each word that you get, that you spell correctly, you'll get 3 points. If you get it wrong, you will lose a point. If you get it wrong and somebody raises their hand to steal it, they will get 6 points if they get it right. So everything was a little bit faster. And are we ready? Tim, maybe you'll go first, and then Michael, and then you'll keep alternating. Is that cool?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Everybody ready? We all good? All right. First word, 2 words. Phantom Planet.
Avin.
Phantom Planet. Phantom. New word. Planet.
Nailed it.
Correct.
Say the next word.
Yes.
Mhm.
Death Cab for Cutie.
Eileen.
CATHCABFORCUTIE.
Yes.
Great. Okay, next word. Rachel Yamagata.
Avin.
Okay. Oh man, I just forgot Rachel. Okay, Rachel Yamagata. RACHAEL. The new word. YAMAGATA. Oh, I messed up to Rachel.
Katie, you want to
Katie, for the
steal?
steal.
Rachel Yamagata. RACHEL space YAMAGATA.
Correct.
Oh.
Point.
It's tough loss, Avin.
What's Avin?
The next word is The Killers.
That was Eileen.
Ah.
I know it's really close, Greg. I'm sorry.
My feed is better. No, I'm just kidding. The Killers. THE space KILLERS.
Correct.
Next word. Modest Mouse.
Greg, you had that one.
That was Greg.
MODEST space MOUSE.
Correct.
I was about to start singing.
Y'all moved on.
Yeah.
Next word is Bright Eyes.
Eileen.
Bright Eyes, BRIGHT space EYES.
Correct. I actually don't know if they had to have been on a soundtrack at some point, but I just know that Seth mentions them, where he's like reading a magazine and he's like, they're in the top 10 of something like, are people catching up to my taste or so, like, that's one of the things I love about teen drama shows, when the writing is self-aware and like acknowledges the way people talk about the show outside the show, like the whole like wink and nod to the audience is always so funny to me.
Totally. Wait, what was the last one? I lost track. What was the last one we did?
Bright Eye.
Okay. Next word, Rooney.
Eileen.
Rooney, ROONEY.
Correct.
The next word is Spoon.
Katie.
SP.
Don't mess this one up, Katie. You're embarrassing you. Fuck this one up.
Look at your dog.
Yeah, get Trixie in
Get
here.
Trixie in there.
SPOON says Trixie.
Woo, okay. Okay, next one, The Walkman.
Avin.
The Walkman. THE space WALKMEN.
Yes.
The next word is, Cobra Verde.
Hope.
Whoa, okay, wow. Racists.
I mean, why not at this point? Can you repeat it, please?
Cobra Verde.
Cobra Verde. COBRA space VERDE.
Yes.
Okay.
Great. Next word, Nada Surf.
It was Eileen.
Nada Surf, NADA space SURF.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have to say space?
We don't require it, but some people find it helps them. So
I'm like, just in case it happens. One word.
when my friend Ty hosts it with me, he's more of a stickler for stuff like that. He'll like be like, "Yeah, let's take a point off because you didn't."
Dodged a bullet tonight. Woo!
Sorry, Ty, for
Playing
watching.
loose tonight. Don't worry about it.
The next word is The Subways.
Greg.
Okay. THE space SUBWAYS.
Yes, correct.
Next word is the thrills.
That was Eileen.
The thrills, THE space THRILLS.
Yes.
The next word is gem.
Katie.
GEM.
Sorry. Avin.
JEM.
Yes.
Oh, that's a tough
Yeah.
one. Okay. Okay, the next one is, there's some instructions with this one. Peter Gallagher, but we will also accept Sandy Cohen.
Katie.
SANDY COHEN.
Correct. I didn't know that after he sang on that episode, he did like an album. Like
Yeah.
Gallagher, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I feel like I remember. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. He serenades Kirsten, I think, or something
Yeah.
to that effect.
At
Yeah.
the anniversary.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, the anniversary, yeah.
Yeah.
The next word is Jeff Buckley.
Avin.
Jeff Buckley, JEFF space BUCKLEY.
Yes.
Oh, so it was.
Next word, youth group.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
Do it again, real quick.
Okay, next word is youth group. I think it was Eileen or Avin, but I'm not sure.
I have one job to do. Let's just skip it, go to the next one.
Okay. So we'll skip that. Next word, Imogen Heap.
Avin.
Definitely Avin.
Imogene Heap, IMOGEN space HEAP.
Yes, correct.
The next word is Patrick Park.
Katie.
Patrick Park.
Yes.
I'm gonna mess this up again. Positivity. Okay. PATRICK space Park. PARK.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you.
Next word is Coldplay.
Avin.
Oh, COLDPLAY.
Correct.
The next word is the Dandy Warhols.
Eileen.
THE space DANDY space WARHOLS.
Correct.
Next word, Matt Pond.
Avin.
Matt Pond, MATT space POND.
Yes.
The next word is Sid Matters.
Katie.
I already regret this. SID space matters. MATTERS. I have a feeling. Yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna go south.
Avin, you want to try?
I'm gonna try. Oh man, yeah, I'm probably gonna get it wrong, but SYD space MATTERS.
That's correct.
Damn it, Avin. SME.
Coming through, man. I had my iPod in 2008. So,
Next word is yellow card.
Greg.
Okay. Yellow card, YELLOWCARD.
Yes, correct.
The next word is the Black Keys.
Katie.
THE space BLACK space KEYS.
Correct.
And the next and final word of this round, South.
Greg.
South, SOUTH.
Correct.
Nailed it. Woo! Intense round, my goodness. Got some steals, had some flubs, some victories. Wow.
You know what's really funny is I didn't put Alexi Murdoch on. I'm like, maybe that's too hard to spell. I know. I'm the worst person. I'm so sorry.
I misspelled gem.
Jem was tough. You got robbed on Jem. I'll give you that.
Jem was tough.
That happen to any of us.
Hard. I was too excited about it. I was like, this isn't gonna end well.
But we appreciate your gusto, Katie. You really went for it, and we like that about you.
You're Jem.
So, while I tally up some scores, Tim and Michael, why don't you talk to everybody about their favorite couples?
Ooh.
I have a really controversial one.
Ooh.
Great.
Eileen, you didn't weigh in on your favorite plotline. Tell us about your favorite couple.
My favorite couple. I mean, is this controversial that it's Ryan and Marissa?
Tried and true, man. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just feel like it's too obvious to say Seth and Summer, which maybe is actually my true answer. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm thinking of like my feelings when I watched this originally, when I was like 13, 14 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like so good, like the dynamic between them.
Yeah.
So soapy, like, yeah. And like I said before, toxic, like truly very toxic. But you know, that's where my mom was at this time in high school. I loved that boy. Who didn't, you know?
He just like had a heart of gold. He was all broody. I was like, yes, anything you want, Ryan Atwood, you can have it.
I'm gonna throw out a chaotic answer to this one.
Ooh.
Julie and Luke, man. Like, I don't know. It just fucking you have the agent of chaos here and then dipshit Luke, and it just works. They had a wonderful chemistry, incredibly interesting plot line, loads of drama, and like, it's Luke, man. Everybody loves Luke.
Was it not grooming though? Like a little bit?
Okay, this came out in 2006, Eileen. It was a different world. Plus, he was a senior. If he was 18, right? He was 19.
That's debatable. The whole age timeline. Let's just go through that real quick. Ryan is 17 for 3 years.
You can't think much about the age.
Watched it all. So Luke, you know what? Maybe in season 1 he was 18 because season 2 he could have been like 16 again. You know, time just tended to like arrival thing and just circular.
It was like me and my roommate. When I watched it this summer with my roommate, we talked endlessly about how Ryan Atwood like appears to be like a 32-year-old like divorced dad, but he's 16, and we're just chill about it. Just don't think about it, and it's fun, and it's whatever, you know.
No, yeah, it definitely makes it less gross. It's the same thing. I've been rewatching Buffy, or not rewatching. I never watched it. I'm watching Buffy.
That's a good one.
But it's the same thing where she is like 16 or 17 in the beginning of the show, and Angel is like 500 or something. You know, like.
I mean.
So like.
That's like True Blood as well. So, I mean, when they're like vampires, I'm going to give a little bit more lenience. I think once you lose your life, you lose that whole like.
I'm just whatever.
Careful, Greg. You're treading on thin ice here, bro.
Well, something I do try to think about when things don't add up age-wise or whatever later is how a lot of times, and I'm sure, Avin, you know this as a writer, you don't know if a show's going to get picked up. So sometimes you put things in pilots or even first seasons that you don't think, you're not sure you'll even have to reflect on later. I remember watching a show where it had gone, I think 8 seasons. And I was watching it probably this year because that's all we did this year was binge watch television. And in one of the earlier episodes, someone like says something about what date a person's birthday is, and I'm like, oh man, that's gonna really bite them in the ass later. And it was like my first thought. I'm like, this is gonna be a problem later because then something's gonna happen in 8 seasons where the birthday party is not gonna be at the right time. It's all
online is gonna be like, that's not Derek's birthday.
Yes, exactly.
He's a Capricorn.
Yes, don't mess with the astrology crowd. They will get
No, never. No.
Big facts, yeah.
Yes. So I have our top 2, and it is Avin and Eileen. It rhymes, Avin and Eileen.
Well done to all.
Wait, before we go, I just want to ask Michael, like, how, like, were there any bait shop performances that you're like, oh, I gotta check out this band that was coming in? Like, was there anything of that sort for you?
I grew up in Portland, Oregon, and when Modest Mouse came to the show, it was a pretty big deal. Like I don't remember if I was able to text at that time, but I remember being in very close contact with my friends back home about like seeing the dudes like at their trailer next to my trailer and trying to like keep it cool. And there's the two, at least in my experience, the two sort of like whatever scene is happening while they're performing are like two very different worlds. I remember when the Killers were there, I was like, these dudes are a band for sure. And then I didn't see them for the rest of the day. And then when I watched the episode, I was like, they played like 18 songs in this episode.
Yeah.
But, you know, when we shoot, it's like 6 people in a corner of the set, you know, with a big crew around. And then when they shoot them, it's like all the extras and the lights. And so it was just very different worlds. But that was my favorite thing about watching the show in the second season was like the introduction of the bait shop and then all these cool bands that I had never heard of because I have nothing cool about me. And I remember being like, these guys are all really good. It's good that they're on TV. They should be on a TV show. They're really, really good bands, good musicians.
Michael, can we just keep asking questions? What
Yeah,
is
I have one for Michael.
memento that you took from the show that you kept?
Oh, like a physical thing?
Yes.
Oh, man. God, I definitely stole clothes. I try and steal clothes from every job. But I've got a golf ball from the OC golf tournament that we had at the end of the year. Peter and I played a lot of golf while I was on the show.
Wow.
And then, to be honest with you, I think I flew first class the first time in my life on this job, and I probably have the ticket stub from the flight. Like, that was the first thing, actually, that popped into my mind. Like,
that is amazing. That's incredible.
Such a pleb. But, I was like, whoa, they're bringing me to LA.
This is from Portland?
No, I lived in New York for 5 years.
Oh, that's a good first class flight to have.
That's incredible. Such a pleb. But, I was like, whoa, they're bringing me to LA.
Wait, can everyone else hear that?
Yeah. We did it in replay.
Oh, that's a good first class flight to have.
He's on a delay.
Oh.
Is that? Wait, why is that happening right now?
Wait, everybody mute real quick. Let's try to clear that.
Okay.
Are we okay now?
Are we okay?
I think we're good.
Okay.
Not that we don't want to hear that story 3 times on repeat, but
I don't want to hear it.
But first,
that's amazing. That's great. That's
I
great.
thought my Zoom had frozen for a second, and I'm like, wait, this already happened. Did I already know?
People being like,
Yeah, we all froze in fear.
Wait, Michael, can I throw one more and then we can move on at you?
Yeah.
Can you draw?
No. Everything is fake. Can't draw.
Oh, it's faked?
No, it's all fake. Dude, I just told you about the Vespa. Just assume the Vespa story. Every time you see someone do something in a movie, just assume Vespa level of experience, okay?
I had these visions of you like backstage just for hours on comic books.
No way, dude.
Okay, so that didn't happen. Okay.
His job was to get the bone dry cappuccinos.
Oh yeah, remember? He was the businessman. With the plan. That's why Reed loved you.
You know what? A thing I love about too with teen dramas is like how smart teens are and know stuff that I never would have known in high school. And Zach is literally like, hey, we're gonna have this pitch meeting and we have to have this prepared. And I'm like, I would not have known this shit when I was 17 years old.
Meeting, bro.
Yeah, definitely. No, I didn't either.
So yes, for round 3, Avin, you got the most points, so you get to decide whether you want to go first or second.
I will go second.
You will go second. Okay, well then you'll be matched up with Michael. So good job. And Eileen, you'll go first. Avin, I'm going to ask you to lower your volume while Eileen goes, but you don't have to do it just yet. I'm just going to go over the rules real quick. So Tim will be giving you your words, Eileen, one at a time. Spell as many correctly as you can. You'll get a point for each one. You can pass twice. And if a word sounds like a homonym to you, just spell it correctly in one way, and you'll get points for it. And I think, that's all. And I won't start the timer until Tim gives you your first word. So I will go find the timer.
I was just giggling at those reading the set here. This is a good one.
Yep.
Eileen, are you ready?
And Avin, lower your volume, and I'll go like this to bring you back.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. I wave.
I'll wave like this.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, Eileen, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Danielle, ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've
W-E-V-E.
been
E-E-N.
on
O-N.
the
C-H-E.
run
R-U-N.
driving
D-R-I-V-I-N-G.
in
I-N.
the
C-H-E.
sun
S-U-N.
looking
L-O-O-K-I-N-G.
out
O-U-T.
for
F-O-R.
number
N-U-M-V-E-R.
1
O-N-E.
California.
Skip.
Here
H-E-R-E.
we
W-E.
come
C-O-M-E.
right
R-I-G-H-T.
back
B-A-C-K.
where
W-H-E-R-E.
we
W-E.
started
Skip.
from
F-R-O-M.
hustlers.
H-U-S-T-L-E-R-S.
Grab
G-R-A-B.
your
Time. Wow, Eileen, you killed it.
Wow.
That was
So for the
good.
rest of this, hustlers, grab your guns. Your shadow weighs a ton.
Yeah.
Driving down the 101, California, here we come, right back where we started from. Poetry.
Poetry, yes.
You did good. All right, let's. I'll wave to bring Avin back.
Oh my God. Avin, I'm apologizing in advance, buddy. She put a number up on you.
As long as I got you, handsome.
Oh, yeah. Just come over. Put your mask on and come hang out, because I'm going to blow this for you. I owe you a drink or something, dude. All right.
No, wait.
But yeah, whenever you two are ready, and I will start the timer after. I almost said Zach. After Zach gives you the first. After Michael gives you the first word.
Okay. And begin. On.
Oh, wait. Danielle, are you timing?
Yeah, I was, but
Oh, fuck, I'm sorry. I was timing this. I was worried that I had to time it. Sorry, go ahead. Forget that I didn't either. Sorry, my mistake.
we do more.
Okay. Avin, the first word will be on.
O-N.
The.
T-H-E.
Stereo.
S-T-E-R-E-O.
Listen.
L-I-S-T-E-N.
As.
A-S.
We.
W-E.
Go.
G-O.
Nothing's.
No, N-O-T-H-I-N-G-S.
Gonna.
G-O-N-N-A.
Stop.
S-T-O-P.
Me.
M-E.
Now.
N-O-W.
California.
C-A-L-I-F-O-R-N-I-A.
Here.
H-E-R-E.
We.
W-E.
Come.
C-O-M-E.
Right.
R-I-G-H-T.
Back.
B-A-C-K.
Where.
W-H-E-R-E.
We.
W-E.
Started.
S-T-A-R-T-E-D.
From.
F-O-F-R-O-M.
Pedal.
Time.
I don't know what happened.
Yes. Okay. Love you, brother.
That was good. Okay.
Okay.
Tim, I'm leaving it in your hands while I count up some scores.
Michael, do you want to finish that wonderful passage for us?
Oh, yeah. Pedal to the floor. Thinking of the roar. Gotta get us to the show. California, here we come. Right back where we started from.
Beautiful, beautiful. The music really a character on the show itself, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
Holy Lord, goodness help us. Wow. I don't know. This has been such an emotional night for me. Having gone through the journey that is the OC, just so recently, being here with you all. I don't know. I have a lot of feelings about this.
We have a
Can
winner.
I ask a question? Oh, no, I would never.
No,
never
no, no.
mind.
Ask a question. Go ahead.
Oh, the winner's so much more important, though.
That's okay. They can wait.
Can I just ask, like, what is the recent viewers' relationship to Trey Atwood?
Ugh.
Oh boy. Okay.
I would punch him in the trachea, and that's the nicest thing I would do for him, to
Okay.
him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know someone very much like a Trey, so it kind of is like triggering.
Okay.
Yeah. Just can't do it with Trey. Can't. Love to hate him. Wish you weren't around. Just get out of our lives, man.
I always think of them on like them watching Ryan watching him like on the bus, and they go like that.
Oh,
I thought that was like a really well done scene, but
It was.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, like, because especially like a teen show, he wasn't beyond redemption until he picked up that phone and was like going to smash Ryan's face with it. That was the moment where I'm like, you are not a good person. Like, that's your brother. Like, yes, you can fight and punch and like, you know, and also, I mean, also, don't get me wrong, he also tried to assault Marissa.
Yeah, I was like,
Lest we forget.
Yeah. You know what, the not that it's funny, but I actually didn't remember the assault part being as terrible as it was. Like, I feel like I remember him like trying to kiss her and her fighting him off, but like that's sort of what my memory was. And then watching it, I'm like, oh my God, he really like doesn't stop trying. Like, he really is like, you know, forcing her.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I just blocked it out or whatever, but I like did not remember it being that
bad.
yeah. And then also I like that huge bruise that she has like right here.
Yeah.
You know, conveniently at the time those little shrugs were in style, so she always had like a little shrug thing like that covered her right.
Because my outfit is actually an ode to Marissa and Anna.
Yeah.
Because Anna, you know,
Anna.
historically would wear a layer under a shirt.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
There's a lot of layers in the
I don't have a
costume
newsboy
collection.
cap, so unfortunately I can't represent that part of it, but I did love Anna.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah.
Also, super quick before we get to the winners, this is just now that I have an audience of OC superfans, I need to get some other opinions about this. Volchek, worst piece of shit in the world, right? Like, what did Marissa see? He literally assaulted her, and then she's like, "Oh, it's chill. We're just gonna be together." He's just the worst person in the world, right?
Bad, but I understand. See, rewatching it, you find out Marissa is actually, I understand her, and I don't think any of her behavior was that like out of control or melodramatic, to be honest, given the situation she was in. And I mean, like, she was literally like just shot somebody, like was like assaulted, had all this other stuff, her mom like shifting husbands all around and everything else, that, you know what, it makes sense she just went on a drug bender and just kind of wanted to escape from life. And he was some pretty boy, and he was gritty, and he showed her like attention but kind of kept her, and she was already in this like damaged mindset. It made sense. And then he gave her just enough breadcrumbs to like her, like the whole like I'm gonna watch The Sound of Music nonsense. Like, you know what, like he tried, unlike Trey. There was some redemption in him, even though like yes, he did kill her, but like
Oh my God.
and drunkenly.
Oh, I forgot about that when I brought this up. He literally fucking killed her. Face on that.
Literally. So a terrible thing that Greg and I had a conversation about was Greg goes, "Am I a terrible person that I feel really bad about Ryan's car getting destroyed in that scene?" I go, "I felt so bad about Ryan's car getting destroyed."
Mom just got it for him, and like she like sacrificed all her money and made such a huge gesture, and then the car's gone. I'm like, it's getting scratched.
Greg,
It's getting scratched.
you have some excellent takes on this. I want to talk with you more about the OC.
Oh, I've got
Car's
plenty.
getting scratched. She's bleeding out. It's gross.
Oh, it's the
What
car.
about his mom? Like they finally mended their
Oh
way.
yeah, no, I agree. You're right. Yeah. He could not catch a break. No.
Yeah, that poor car.
I will say I love, one of my favorite things about season 1 is how, I mean, I know he does it throughout the course of the whole series, but Ryan Atwood, Ben McKenzie, the way he nails that whole subtle wounded eye look that he does, where like even just that first conversation with Sandy Cohen, and he's like kind of being a smart ass, but he still just has this look, like this wounded look, and you're like, oh my God, this boy, like what? And yeah, so I guess, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Ryan Atwood, whatever, forever.
Oh,
Forever.
Atwood.
Forever.
Anyway, this is a spelling bee, right? I think there's a winner that maybe we had.
We do, we have a winner, and by 2 points, it is Eileen.
Oh.
Woo!
Congratulations.
Good.
Go, Eileen, go.
Eileen, you're very close. Actually, I will say though, Avin, Eileen beat you mainly because she strategized and she passed a couple words.
Oh, she passed California. I knew.
Smart.
Or where you
So-
said it is a good strategy to skip the long words.
Yeah.
Smart.
And Eileen, I will be donating to your organization of choice tomorrow. Thank you. But before we say goodnight to everyone, let's tell everyone where they can find our stuff. Greg, I know because Tim was very curious about your puppets, so let's talk about your children's books and where people can buy them.
Talk about those puppets.
Well, you have to follow me on my Instagram. I don't use Twitter. I'm really bad. But you can find me on Instagram at the McGoonies. So it's my last name with an I-E-S at the end of it. So the McGoonies, one word. See, I'm spelling. T-H-E-M-O. No, M-C-D-O. Okay. And then my children's books are available where books are sold, but everybody uses Amazon anyways. But you can get them from the publisher or Barnes & Noble or all of the above. And yeah, I have like some custom puppets that are the McGoonies, and I'm working on some stuff with that. So not a lot out with those yet, but they're coming. They're coming. So yeah, and then I am a screenwriter now, and I'll just say Hallmark is what's coming to the thing on that. So that's fun.
Katie,
Yes.
do you have any pieces that have come out lately or coming out that you want us to read?
Oh, sorry. I wanted to bring my friend back.
Trixie.
She says hi. She loves you all. Thank you so much for asking. Shondaland, just look out for Shondaland this week. There's a kind of a surprise coming out this week that I'm really excited about. I interviewed 2 of my heroes, and that's coming out this week, and I really hope you guys like it. And you can follow me on Twitter. It's a lot of tweets about DJ LeMahieu and sadness sometimes, but like cute sadness, and my dogs. And that's @KATIE TAMOLA. And Trixie loves you. Oh, hello, I love you. Thank you.
Aw. And Avin, where can people watch shows that you've written and are writing and all that good stuff?
Yeah, I have no idea. Hey, Mike, is Men at Work coming to HBO Max? I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay,
actually, after we get the vaccine, you and I have been tasked with writing the reboot. So we got to get the shot, and then we got to meet up and start writing the reboot of Men at Work.
Great. That's my next project. And my Zach Stevens fan fiction is coming out next year. 100 pages. It's bigger than Obama's autobiography, but I'm really happy.
I'll read it.
That's what the streets are saying.
Yeah, it's very ironic. So it's like just nonstop making this with Zach Stevens, and it's great.
Love it.
The world is buzzed with that.
And Eileen, do you have anything you want to share or where people can follow you on social media?
On social media, I'm at Eileen Limer, EILENLIMER. I don't really post anything interesting, so yeah. You might see me in the next episode of SVU that's airing in January.
Yeah.
I play the wife of a guy.
Nice.
Very cool.
You might see me in that, but otherwise I'm going to be here cross-stitching and watching Real Housewives.
Very good.
Wait,
And-
can I give another shout out real quick to Michael?
Yes.
You did another show that I was obsessed with that I was devastated was canceled after 1 season, Privileged.
Oh.
I loved that show. Loved it. So I'm really sad it was canceled and it deserved another like season or like 12. But
Thank you.
So
Yeah, I was
I had
sad.
fun working on it. But great show. Not many people know about it, clearly, because it only lasted 1 season. But y'all should watch it. It's great.
I trust you with shows. We have the same taste. And Tim, do you have any of your Zoom panels coming up, or are they archived, or something that people can check out?
Yeah, so I run a project aimed at helping freelance journalists navigate the media industry, centered around a weekly newsletter, which you can subscribe to at freelancingwithtim.substack.com. We also do 2 Sunday Zoom panels every week around all kinds of topics, again, aimed at helping freelancers navigate the world of journalism. But for all the information, you can subscribe at freelancingwithtim.substack.com.
And
where can we follow you and read your stuff?
Yes, Michael, right before I get to you, I just realized I'm sort of sad we didn't need a tiebreaker tonight, because the tiebreaker was to spell Chrismukkah bar mitzvah.
Oh, Lord.
They're all in unison, everybody. Let's just do it.
I actually think I could do it.
I don't share the same belief in my abilities, but I believe you could do it. I don't believe I could do it. Maybe Trixie could.
Trixie could.
Trixie could do anything for sure.
Yeah. But Michael, where can we follow you on social media and support you in all that you do?
I'm only on Twitter at my name. I basically started tweeting during the pandemic, and we'll probably, once I get that shot, man, I'll probably go back to not tweeting very much. But I just feel so angry when I look at it. Anyway, I'm in a show that comes out at the beginning of the year on the Sci-Fi Network called Resident Alien, starring Alan Tudyk. It's super funny, based on a cool comic book. And what else? I'm in a Netflix movie that I don't know what they're going to call it and when they're going to put it out, but I'll tweet about it when it happens. And I got blonde hair for a thing that I'm doing right now that I can't talk about.
Okay. It's Hallmark, isn't it? It's Greg's movie.
I did a Hallmark movie. I loved my Hallmark experience. I loved doing my Hallmark movie. And it's probably actually, if I was really on it, I could probably announce a couple playings of it this holiday season, but I didn't look it up. Jingle Around the Clock is what it was called, believe it or not.
Around the clock. Okay.
Yeah.
You're filming in Canada?
Yeah, Vancouver. Yeah, it was good fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so thank you to everyone for playing. You're all awesome. And Michael, Cassidy, thank you for being our OC representative tonight. You were so much fun. Thank
My
you.
pleasure. It was so fun. It was so fun.
Thank you. And Tim, of course, as always, like my faithful co-host. And all of you for playing. Avin, I've been wanting to get you to play forever. So, of course, I had to do an OC theme to get you here. And thank you, everyone, for playing, everyone for watching. Next week is the last Spelling Bee of the year, and it's going to be themed to my very favorite movie of all time, Moonstruck. So come for the, camaraderie dialogue that I will be attempting to deliver with gusto, and stay for hopefully another surprise or two. And then we'll be back in January. So yes, I guess the best way to end this is to be like, thanks for watching the bee, bitch.
What you say?
That too.
Perfect.
All right. Have a great rest of your Sunday, everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you,
Thank
Danielle.
you.
Tim. Thanks.
I mean,